Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Start a little too high there. Let's try again. Good morning, good morning. It's the Last Minute Laura show. Good morning, good morning. Hello, hi everybody. Welcome back to another morning with the Last Minute Laura morning show with the Last Minute. For those of you who don't know, I'm Laura. We do this every morning. We get together, we have our morning cup of tea, and we just sort of hang out and plan our day, chit chat. Sometimes we're crocheting, sometimes we're just hanging out. You know, like this, like that. It's whatever we feel like is what it's gonna be. So for today, it's just gonna be hanging out and chit-chatting. I'm in a good mood because the sun is shining. I've already let the chickens out. So they're running. Hey, CJ, get off of that. Don't you step on that. Just trying to step on one of my greenhouses. Anyway, chickens are out running around, eating bugs, having a good morning. The cat is awake. The tadpoles are swimming around. Thunder has already had his breakfast and has already gone outside. Everything is set. I set up my lights and my camera last night, so nice and organized. So, feeling good, feeling good. Something went well. You seem back to your old self. Yeah, I'm feeling good. I got a good sleep. A bunch of my plants have new leaves, which is great. Basically, it's gonna be a good day today. So, actually, while we're here, I'm going to label that drawing, Candace. So, I didn't get into my spiel. My spiel is, if you're new here, I hope that you'll take a second and subscribe because we do get together twice a day. This is Oliver. Sorry, I have to label one of my drawings. Oliver. Candace's cat. Candace's. Well, there's 2 apostrophes in that now. And that was May 2020. Okay, I hope you'll take a second to subscribe because we get together twice a day, 8 a.m. in the morning till 9:30 a.m. Eastern time. And then again in the afternoon, we're doing 4 p.m. until 6 p.m. every day. And the afternoon one, we do some crafts together just so that we don't go crazy during this quarantine time. The morning one is just because we've been doing it for like 2 years? Is it 2 years? It's been a while. So we've been doing the morning stream for a while. There's playlists you can watch if you want to catch up. You don't have to though, because it's just an everyday thing. If you can see, the sun is shining on me because it's going to be sunny for the next 4 days. So let me just say good morning to everyone. Hi Frida, hi Candace, good morning AJ. Ilkum Denise, good morning Ilkum. And Whisper, good morning Barb, nice to see you. Lori, good morning, darn internet, I know. Candace, good morning. Oh, I said good morning already. Beth, good morning. Jack, hello, good morning. Dina, good morning, doing well, thank you. And Nancy, hi, good morning. So I have had the same, well, not the same dream, but the same issue in a dream that's come up, and I want to tell you guys about it because it's obviously something that's getting to me, and I keep having the same theme come up in my dreams. So I didn't even finish my spiel. Jeez Louise, Laura, hold it together. Subscribe if you're new, like the video if you're not new, or if you're new, please like the video. It helps the channel out, and I mean, you're already here. So you might as well hit the like button. It's like a quick click for you. It's like somewhere down here, just a little button with a thumbs up. It tells YouTube that you know I exist, I guess. It tells them you like me, but I don't think they really care about that so much. I think they're more interested in the interaction. So either thumbs up the video or thumbs down it. I would prefer a thumbs up, but I mean, like, at least interact with it because it does help the channel. I see there are more of us here than there are likes, so I would appreciate interaction on the videos. If you are feeling extra sassy, leave a comment after the stream because that does really help. And I am replying to comments for between half an hour and an hour every weekday morning. I'm doing it. I did it yesterday. I even did some replying this morning. I don't know if you noticed. I replied to Karen and Candace, so you guys might have noticed, but anyway. Good morning, Scrappy. Good morning, Jenna. And good morning, Sarabjeet. Good morning. I love all your crochet patterns here. Thank you. That's so sweet of you to say. I mean, that's awesome. More coming, for sure. And also, I feel like I might do some dyeing today because I have my natural dyes and I have, oh, good news, my husband's no longer on furlough. That's great. His company is paying him for Monday and Tuesday. That's awesome, Scrappy. That's good news. And he's getting paid for a couple days off. That's kind of nice. Well, he's getting paid for the stress of not knowing if he was going to get paid, so they deserve to pay him. Anyway, my dye kitchen is clean and ready to have some videos filmed in it. And I do have one skein of yarn that is already pre-mordanted in alum, so it's ready to be dyed some kind of color. And also I have a couple of skeins that aren't mordanted, but I can pre-mordant them in iron water, so I can do avocado. I have to wait on Lori because avocado I need alum, and my alum hasn't arrived yet. For those of you that don't know, I do some natural dyeing. It's kind of a hobby of mine, and I want to get avocado pink. But you need to mordant or prepare the wool to accept dye and to hold on to the like color particles in a permanent way. Good morning, Sadie. But the mordants, they interact with the color. So avocado pits give you a pink. If you just put it on wool, it'll stain pink, but it'll wash out over time. If you pre-mordant with alum, aluminum sulfite, the yarn will brighten to a bit of a brighter pink and it'll hold on to that color a lot longer. If you pre-mordant in iron water, which is the only mordant that I have right now, it's a homemade mordant of rusty items and vinegar water, and you just leave it for a really long time. Mine downstairs has been all winter. And that will darken colors, so it creates like, it makes your yarn look orange to begin with, but when you put colors on top of it, they're usually like very dark greens, browns, blacks. So iron water is not going to work for the pink avocado dye, unfortunately. Have to wait for alum for that. But I do have my black walnut sewage. Like, what is it even called at this point? It is like a fermented, rotten sludge of walnuts and their mushed up, rotted shells mixed with water. There's no mold, and the smell is not unpleasant. It's a little bit astringent, but it's not unpleasant. It's not like a rotten smell. And I went and got it out of my storage room in the basement yesterday while I was cleaning the downstairs kitchen. Good morning, sir. Would you like to sit with me? I got it out and I grabbed one of my spoons, one of my kitchen, like the big plastic spoons for stirring, and I stirred it up and it stained the spoon just by stirring it up, and I was like, I need to put this on something. So I kind of want to dye some yarn with it today. Plus I cleaned out all my pots and I washed the whole kitchen. I swept and mopped the floor. I moved all the furniture back to where I like it for dyeing, and I brought all of my yarn and my cheesecloth, and all of my supplies are now downstairs. So I'm excited to get back into that kitchen. Plus it's a sunny day today, which means my energy is up. So I might do some filming that way today. It's been fermented and broken down. It's ready for dye. Absolutely, Sadie. It's ready for dye if you just boil it for like an hour. So like, imagine it fermenting all winter long. Like, I harvested these in like September and it's now nearly June. So it's going to be I'm imagining a very pigmented dye. So I don't know how much darker it can get than the browns that I've gotten before, but I mean, maybe we can get some weird variations. So I do want to give that a try. So I think I'll do that today. I might do that today. I do have a bit of work to do, background work, like I need to reply to comments, I need to transfer a couple of drawings over to PDF and then get them up on Redbubble so that you guys can buy some photos of your pets that I drew. And I do need to do a little bit more cleaning. I would like to vacuum this room soon, but I need to move the furniture and I need to move some of my plants. Oh, also, you will be able to dilute it for different colored browns. Absolutely, Sadie. I think so too. And I think that I won't need, like, I think this is going to be a, like I can just keep this and keep topping it up with water. Like, it's opaque. Like, it's a beautiful color right now. Very dark. I didn't even want to touch it with my skin because it's so pigmented. I'm gonna wear gloves because my fingernails are so short right now that my nail beds are exposed. I had like not a great week last week, so I picked off all my nails and picked at my skin and did that whole thing you do when you're anxious and ripped at all of my hangnails. So now my skin is exposed. If I get anything on my hands, it's very hard to get it off. Like I have some like stains on my fingernails that make it look like I'm like a dirty person. But I've washed my hands a million times, and I even used a scrub brush on my nails, but it's like stained. So I'm gonna wear gloves. Lori, it'll be fun to see. I think so too, and it'll be fun to make, which I'm excited for. I even, experimenting with roving dyeing. Good luck with that. I've tried that once, and I'm pretty sure that I just made a big felty piece. I just looked behind me and saw the roving that Nancy sent me that I forgot about. Now I want to spin. Wow, I really do have high energy today. I'm feeling very like inspired. I cleaned up yesterday. I want to set up my sewing machine. I want to get that dress sewn. I know that I said I was going to hand sew the whole thing, but I think I'm going to just sew the skirt side pieces with the machine because it's just straight lines, and hand sewing straight lines for someone with ADD and like inspiration, it takes too long right now. So I think you don't boil roving. Good call. But yeah, I think I want to do that too. I might wait. Also, something else that was very exciting, when I was cleaning the dye kitchen yesterday, I want to show you what I found, which made me a little crazy, but also a little happy. Da, 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 da. I found a box of pins. I haven't had my pins. I have like probably 50 pins in there that I couldn't find. I'm sitting outside. That's nice, Frida. And good morning, Frida. Maybe you can dye more stuff than usual if it's that concentrated. I think so. And how's Alex doing today? Well, he's not making as much sniffly noise, so I think he's doing a bunch better. And he slept pretty well through the night last night. He didn't like wake up for a lot of sneezing and sniffling. So I think he's doing better this morning. Obviously he's still in the morning stages, so he's not like chipper because it's not later. But he's alive, and I think he's doing okay. Hot water, no boiling, as little movement as possible with roving unless you can blend it afterwards. Fair. Good information. I am having some raspberry tea today. Also, yes, the pins have returned. I know, it's so frustrating because I did most of the sewing with no pins for that hand sewed dress. No, this isn't a new sweater, Candace. This is my scrap sweater of all my acrylic yarn. So this is all acrylic scrap yarn that I had, and I just made a striped scrappy sweater, really comfy, really cozy, and a little lighter because it's beautiful out today. I went outside just in this to let the chickens out, and it wasn't even cold. So I'm very excited. I think the cold is done. I think that's why my energy is up, because I looked at the weather for the next week, and let me just tell you what we've got. Oh, it's gonna be a beautiful day. Okay, well, I'm not gonna tell you anymore because it was all sun for the next week yesterday, and now it shows next Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday are thunderstorms. So it's spring. I think that can change, but basically the low for the next 10 days is 9 degrees. Like that's the lowest it's gonna get. So that's fine with me. It's like 9, 12, 11, 13, 16, 16, 16, 16. So it's gonna be warm now. The lows aren't terrible. So I don't think it's gonna thunderstorm all those days. Yesterday it showed sunny every day for all those days, so I think they're just guessing. They're probably on isolation too, so the meteorologist is just like, it's probably gonna rain some of the days. Or like, was it Nikki who said, it's May, so it may rain or it may be sunny. On this end of the world, 25 degrees because I'm in capri shorts and a lacy t-shirt. Oh, I just imagined capri shorts and a lacy t-shirt. I'm so ready for that. I'm so ready for capris and shorts and dresses. Oh, I'm so ready to break out my dresses. Next week here, it's over 100 degrees. Oh my goodness. It's a little warm. I wish it was just, honestly, the perfect day for me would be almost entirely overcast. So like mix of sun and clouds, but mostly clouds with like a few breaks of sun in the day. But I want the temperature to be 24 to 26 degrees. 24 to 26 degrees and mostly cloudy, because when it's cloudy I can go outside without having to worry about getting horribly sunburned. I know you're supposed to wear sunscreen no matter what, but when it's like straight sunny out, I'm like, I fry to a crisp. I like the idea of being able to go outside without getting overwhelmingly hot or overwhelmingly sunburned on my shoulders. So 24 to 26 degrees and cloudy, please. Please. So, yeah, I think I might do some dyeing today. I might move my sewing machine to its location of 15 degrees. That's not bad. Today I think we're going up to 12, so 15 is nice. I feel like 18 is when I start to be like happy to just sit outside for a long time. In the next 2 weeks, the coolest we're getting is 21 degrees Celsius. The hottest is 29. Jeez Louise, how much closer to the equator is Netherlands? I feel like, you know, I don't think you're that much like closer, are you? Overcast days are better for naturalists doing field work too. Well, Nancy, as a naturalist who does field work, I think that that's true. And also, you would know for real, so that's cool. Lol, that's the weather lived in for 35 years, beach weather. I just want to go swim. Grandpa's house on Friday as well. Not even remotely close. No? Well, I am educated in anthropology, not cartography. So I don't know where anything is, but I know how things are. Or I know what things are, but not where they are. Whatever, anthropology, sociology. There's one of those giant spiders that I was afraid of in the winter on my wall, and I keep making eye contact with her. She's given me Lola. You remember Lola? One of them. The big, huge jumping spiders. Yuck. Anywho, I spoke to my grandpa yesterday because I was supposed to go to his house a couple of weeks ago, but then it got really cold and snowed because Canada. But it's going to be warm for the next 4 days, or it's supposed to. So if it stays warm and it's still warm and sunny on Friday, I'm going to go to his house. I'm not going to go anywhere near him. I'm going to wear a mask, don't worry. But he's going to sit by the pool and I'm going to do some gardening for him because he's, you know, he's an older guy and it's harder now. So I'm going to do some of his weeding and maybe plant some stuff for him, and then that will give me kudo granddaughter points, which is good for my soul. And also, I'll do physical exercise and something pretty will happen after it. So that's my plan for Friday. This is too hot to drink. I'm holding it like I want to drink it, but it's too hot right now. So Friday, that's my Friday plan now. I don't know what else I want to tell you guys about. I feel like there was other stuff that was pretty cool that was happening. No egg yesterday and no egg today. I have 2 chickens. They're supposed to be 11 months old each. At 11 months old, they should be laying like every day or every other day. They're not. So I'm wondering if they're not the age that they were advertised at, which is fine. Honestly, I don't really care if they're young chickens, but they don't seem, unless they laid eggs somewhere that I didn't see them yesterday when they were foraging about, which is possible, but I looked everywhere that I saw them and I didn't see any eggs. And I didn't see any eggs in the hutch thing that they're living in right now this morning, and I searched around. So I don't know, but one of them is for sure laying eggs. We've received 2 eggs and we got them last Friday. So 2 eggs since Friday. But Friday we got them at night, so they probably had laid their eggs. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and now it's Wednesday. 5 days, and we've got 2 eggs in 5 days out of 2 chickens. There's the math. They won't lay eggs right away when they just got moved. Okay, fair. Ooh, happy almost birthday, AJ. We'll be singing you happy birthday tomorrow. That's exciting. 25, that's a big one. And I have the most idyllic lake 300 meters down the hill that I get all to myself. It's just bloody cold. 300 meters down the hill and it's all yours. Does anybody else like have their property back onto it, or is it just like wild land and you're the only one who like knows about it? Well, you're not the only one who knows about it because somebody threw that hedge trimmer into your lake. So I bet they're laying and hiding. Jerks. Jerks. Also, can we just talk about what's going on with me right here? This animal is very snuggly wuggly this morning. Good morning. So, good morning, AJ. Good morning, Tracy. Sorry, I was reading AJ. Yes, we do. AJ, I'm 25 tomorrow. My babies rock. Oh, May babies rock. I was like, you have babies? May babies rock. Heck yeah, they do, AJ. Scrappy, agreed. What is that? I have a tickle in my throat. That's weird. Good morning, Tracy. I don't know. I talked to my mom yesterday too. I think that also brought my spirits up. I talked to my mom for, I don't know, close to an hour probably. And we just chatted about how good it'll be when we can give each other hugs again. What I'm pretty excited for is once they like fully lift some more restrictions, I'm gonna just go over to my mom's house and I'm gonna wear a mask and gloves and I'm just gonna give her a big hug. Probably it'll be another week or two until that's a good idea, you know? Because I seriously need a mom hug and I have not had a mom hug in, like, has it been 3 months yet? No. Oh, you're gonna have a girls' day for your birthday. That's exciting, AJ. Ooh, and you're twinning. That's fun. What are you guys gonna do? Good day, Jay. Nice to see you this morning for me, evening for you. Hopefully you're having a good day today. Hopefully everything's going calm and good. Good and calm. Oh, I forgot to say, I was on Twitter this morning because that's how I feed my existential dread. And I saw that Michigan had a bunch of their, a dam, they had 10,000 people need to be evacuated from their homes because a dam failed, so water poured out where it shouldn't have and flooded a whole bunch of homes. And if you're in Michigan or if you have family or friends in Michigan or just if you are near, I don't know, that's scary. If your electricity is powered by that dam, like, that's scary, and I'm sorry for that whole community. That's during a pandemic, and also Michigan has like Flint in it, like Flint, Michigan is in Michigan. It's just like Michigan doesn't need another thing right now, you know? That sucks. So I'm sorry, Michigan, for what happened. Not that I did it, but I'm sorry. I have one, thank you. It's at least 100 meters of forest around it. There are other families that sometimes swim there, but it's obviously my lake, if you count by swimming time. That's kind of cool though. Seeing as you were sick, probably not wise right away, but a week or so should be okay. Yeah, I think I'll probably wait 2 weeks because my mom is also a farmer, so she's dealing with a lot of customers and selling things right now. So I don't think I'll be hugging her for probably 2 weeks. But after that, I'll hug her. 2 dams failed because they've received some ridiculous amount, like 300% of their rainfall for the year already, like something ridiculous where they weren't able to handle all the rain. Very not great. Ooh, Manny and Petty, and maybe we'll squeeze Crazy Crochet into it. That'll be fun. I haven't seen my partner, Jack says, even for socially distanced walks since the 23rd of March. Oh my god. Do you even know what they look like anymore? Do you have FaceTime at least? Jeez Louise. We're looking to lift some restrictions at the 28th of May in Scotland. That's soon? What are we at today? Is it the 20th yet? It is. It's the 20th, May 20th. Okay, well, those damn dams. Nancy, always with the quick humor. My brain isn't quick. Hey Maddie, good morning. Nice to see you this morning. How is life in Bali? In Bali? Bali. Okay, so another thing that I wanted to show you was that begonia. You remember how I was telling you the begonia has some flowers coming in? My mom said the package arrived. Really? Okay, well, I'll call my mom after the stream. She didn't tell me yesterday when I called her that mail had arrived, so maybe it arrived this morning or it arrived and my dad didn't tell her yet. But I talked to my mom last night at like 6:30, so I'll call her after the stream, see what's going on. And if it is there, maybe I'll just take a drive to the farm. I won't go near them, but maybe I'll just take a drive to the farm to pick it up because I want to see what's in there. It's so weird hearing about lifting restrictions. No restrictions here, just recommendations. Yeah, Canada's media is very critical of Sweden, I must say. Or at least the media that I am consuming has a lot of critical conversation around Sweden. It's like they compare Sweden, Canada, and the US, and like Spain and Italy. Those are like the ones they focus on, and then who did really well with this so far? Like South Korea, right? So they're like, those are like the countries they're focusing on in the media I'm consuming currently. I'm calling my favorite auntie because me and my twin sister share a birthday. Oh, with your aunt. I'm like, yeah, that makes sense that you and your twin would share a birthday. You mean with your aunt? Okay, cool. There should be a card coming too. Ooh, that's exciting. I'm looking forward to it, Lori. Ah, so fun. I will check. I will check today. Well, I'll call today to see. That must be nice to live amongst people that can follow restrictions. Yeah, I mean, that sounds cool. People who don't think it's a conspiracy. CJ, I actually need to get up now because I need to grab my begonia so I can show them the flowers. Let me just grab all my animals and then grab some flowers for you guys. Ugh. Just a handful of pets. I call it a cuddle puddle. Okay, hold on. Everything's okay. Everybody's fine. Okay, you cannot compare highly populated countries to those countries that have less dense population. I mean, if you're fear-mongering media, you can. New Zealand acted quickly and aggressively, and they managed to deal with it well. Fair. The thing is, our economy is still working. Fair. Instead of waiting, since that'll probably take a year. So if you look at economy, yeah, that's the plan. Fair. That's fair. And if you guys have the capacity to manage the hospital stuff, then yeah, I get it. Here, there isn't the capacity though. Like if everything went as normal, the hospitals would just be overrun and more people would have bad things happen. Australia is doing really well. Well, congrats, Australia. Congrats. Oh, New Zealand did, totally, right? New Zealand, yeah. I just read that and was like, interesting, but I remember that, like immediately they were like, they acted real quick. The thing, yeah, totally, the population density is a thing too. Not in my state. People are legit flipping out when a store requires a mask. They scream it's against their constitutional rights. They don't have that here as a mandatory thing, masks, yet, but I kind of feel like, why shouldn't they? They should have. Like, it's not, like, I saw that where someone was like, I have a health issue, I can't wear a mask. And it's like, if you have a health issue that you can't wear a mask, you're part of the vulnerable population who shouldn't be out. What are you doing? That made me laugh when I saw that video clip. There was this woman like screaming at a grocery store employee because they were like, well, we can go shopping for you. And she was like, I don't want to give you my credit card information. And they were like, if you came into the store, you would be giving us your credit card. I don't want you to see all of my purchases. But they're going to go across a conveyor belt when you buy them here. We're going to see them anyway. What are you talking about? Well, I have a medical condition. I can't wear a mask. If you have a medical condition that you can't wear a mask, you would assume that it's like a breathing condition, which means that you should wear a mask. Like, what are you talking about? We do now for all Niagara health systems. Masks are now required to go in. Oh, good. Well, there we go. I will post a video of a total Karen. That makes me laugh because my mom's name is Karen and she's not a Karen, you know what I mean? For those of you that don't know, Karen is basically a middle-aged white woman who wants to speak to the manager, you know what I mean? The woman who wants to make a complaint about something that isn't complaint worthy. Like, you guys were out of strawberries, and I came here specifically first. I want to speak to the manager. That's like a Karen. So it's just a meme. That's just what it is. And my mom is named Karen, so it makes me laugh. Our curve is looking better. Well, that's good. She claimed it was against HIPAA. I don't know what HIPAA is, but yes, that's my old grocery store. Oh no, really? I'm sorry. Ugh. The numbers here dropped dramatically, so we have a small bit of hope that the restrictions are altering, not lifting. We'll be all good. The restrictions they are altering, not lifting, will be good, hopefully. That's the video I'm talking about. Oh my god, it was so terrible to watch. It was just like, you can see the employee like, what are you doing? You think this is gonna go one way on the internet, Karen, but it's not. The internet is gonna eat you alive, and the internet ate her alive. But that woman was also a flat earther, so I wonder if she believes in vaccines. Just saying. Okay, so check out my begonia, you guys. Okay, hold on, Thunder. Hold on, CJ. It's gonna be fine. You wanna leave, or are you gonna stay? Should I stay or should I go? Yeah, you go ahead. So this is Evie, the begonia. Look how big she's gotten. Doing well. And the flowers, the insignificant blooms, as I would call them, turned out to be pink with a little yellow pollen thing. I'm a botanist. The pollen thing is yellow. You see? Little pink flower? Come on, could you just focus on the flower? There we go. A little pink flower. So that happened. We got a pink flower out of this begonia, which doesn't matter to me, and possibly, like, I don't want to cut it off because it grew it for me and I feel like I want to say, good job, little begonia, but I just really care about the leaves. That's what I like. So I accidentally sunburned the leaves, unfortunately. If you can see, there's like some yellow there. It's like dry. It shouldn't look like that. It should look like this. Look at that beautiful leaf. It's not like a dinosaur. And then look at the backs of them. Wow. Anywho, so that's cool. Happy about that. We got something happening. I like when plants tell me they're happy in their own way. Also, my philodendron, Prince of Orange, which I found out online, some people have a really hard time caring for, but I just neglect it, and it turns out that's what it wants you to do. So mine is succeeding, and it is currently birthing a new leaf. We are getting a brand new baby philodendron Prince of Orange leaf coming in. These weird burned bits or bitten bits, I don't know what they are, but they're not on the new leaf, so that's good. But yeah, that's exciting for me. That makes me feel like success. Also, this guy over here, if you look at how tall the new leaf is, this is a new leaf right here underneath my finger. This whole thing is a new leaf. It hasn't unfurled yet, but it's getting tall. So it's gonna unfurl. It's like the leaf is there. It's coming. Stamen, stamen, for sure. Pistil? Stamen and pistil, those are things, right? Anywho, AJ, yeah, over here in the state of Georgia, it's people calling Karen and Becky. Becky, yeah, I've heard worse things from people I'm close to. Oh, fair. But Becky is the, right, yeah, there's names for all of the age groups, like Boomer, Karen, and Becky. There's another one for like the young ones, the generation X, Y, Z. I don't know. I need a wandering Jew. Right, you do. Indeed you do. Where is mine? I want to show it to you. Honestly, I wish I could bring this camera into the kitchen so I could show you. But my cuttings are rooted. I don't know how they would transport, to be honest with you, Lori. I don't know. They're a very weak, like they have the strength of like a bean sprout. like if you think of a bean sprout, do you think you could ship, maybe if I shipped it in a bag with air in it, you know, so that it couldn't get like moved, like if it was inside of an airbag, maybe like how a fish would get transported, but I can't think any other way that it'll survive. It's very delicate, and like they're hardy, like they survive very small cuttings when you root them, but like they're very sensitive. So maybe if I could get like 2-day shipping or overnight or something. I don't think overnight exists anymore, but you know what I mean. Like if I can get fast shipping, I can get you some, but I don't know if it'll survive to the point where it gets to you. My Wandering Jew is phenomenal right now though. It's taken over almost my whole kitchen window. Like it's, and I'm not exaggerating, well maybe I'm slightly exaggerating, but it's gotta be like 8 feet worth of arms wrapped around things. To start a different subject, I went back to work yesterday. Hello, Jessica. And how did that go, going back to work? Generation X is the best by far. I feel like millennials get a lot of flack, and I'm a millennial, so. I seem to get a headache when I wear a mask for more than half an hour at a time. Nancy, because you can't get enough air through them. Jeez Louise, right? My mom called me to ask me to make her a mask, and she said, can you make one that's easier to breathe through? It's not easy to go grocery shopping. And I'm like, it's true. It's not easy to like do an hour grocery job like with a mask on. Ugh, it gets very not comfortable. I agree, Nancy. I feel like, yeah, I don't even know what to do about it. It just doesn't work. It was not fun. I had to wear a mask and side shields on my glasses. It made it hard to breathe. It was a 6-hour shift. Ugh. And breathing your own hot air, because it's not like sealed to your face, right? Like, so this area is all like hot and humid. Ugh. That sucks, Jessica. I'm sorry. That's a serious bummer. And Whisper, over here now, it's the public transport is reopening so that high school students can go to school June 1st, but you are only allowed on them when wearing a mask. Interesting. Baby Begonia. Baby Begonia is as fast as I'd like, but at the same time, I have taken an awful lot of cuttings from her in order to root them. Also, my watermelon peperomia is struggling. So I took a bunch of cuttings to root because I don't know that the mother plant is doing very well. So we'll see how that goes. I'm trying to think if anything else has come up with a good thing happening, like a good amount of growth. Oh, the Monstera addisonii, the Swiss cheese plant, is like thriving now, which is cool. That makes me happy. My Hoya doesn't want to grow, which is fine. I'll give her some time. She can have a little more time. Sven, the what are you called? Sven, the alocasia elephant ear, is that what it's called? Is alive and well and almost ready to go outside, where he will live for the summer in order to grow big, strong leaves. How are my babies doing? Your babies are right here with me. And they haven't grown, I'm not gonna lie, they haven't changed a lot since the last time I showed them to you. But they're not dying either. Like, it's a cactus. I don't know what to tell you. Do not pick up the cactus. I already did. But I'm being very careful. Look how far my fingers are away, see? Do you see? This is danger. Do you see how sharp those little pins are? But there are Sven and John Bell, right? And look at all those. Yay caramba. Is that not nuts? Pretty, but dangerous. I might have them out for the summer too, to see how they do, because they are like wild. They're here. Read what she is saying. I know, right? Sorry. She's going to touch it again. No, I didn't. Look, I'm safe. I'm free. Everything's okay. What else is doing well? I feel like my aloe plants haven't changed ever, so that's fine. My zebra goldfish plant? I don't know what it's called. It's zebra something. It's not changed. Nothing's really like lighting up very much. If you can see though, let me just show you this. My poinsettia, still red, still alive. I don't know how, but I'm a god, basically. Because look at my poinsettia, it has not died. That cactus is so me. It's so you. Slightly aggressive, but also beautiful. Able to live out in the wild in Canada. Oh, also that flower that bloomed is, it's still blooming. The very sad, I grew this from seed. I don't know what it is, but look at how sad. The flower is clearly, it lived a tough life. It never really got to succeed in the way that it wants. But there's another one coming here. We've got another bud, so maybe that one will turn out better. It just makes me laugh. I feel like this is not what this plant is supposed to look like. This is not phlox. This can't be phlox. Phlox does not look like this. I'm pretty sure phlox is not this. Hold on. Oh, also, fun fact. Oh, wait, where did it go? Not that. I was talking to my grandpa yesterday and we were talking about my chickens and he asked, where do chickens come from? Southeast Asia is where chickens originate. Let's see what phlox looks like. Yeah, it doesn't look like, no, it doesn't look like that. Phlox has like a bunch of flowers on it. See? This just has one sad pink daisy type thing. And I don't know what it is, but my mom gave me the seeds. So that's what I know about it, is that my mom gave me the seeds. AJ, my grandma got a cactus to grow to be huge in diameter. It's crazy. I'm looking out the window at this plant across the street from my house, and this plant is massive. What she put in that thing to grow that big. Miracle Grow to the max. Cactus Miracle Grow. I feel like I could use some Miracle Grow. I think these guys probably need a fertilization soon. I'll go to my mom and be like, can you give me the things I need to make my plants happy? Also, Lori the Pothos, if you can see, is missing. Lori the Pothos is no longer here. Lori the Pothos is now in my dye kitchen downstairs, so there's that. I'm trying to get lavender and helichrysum going from seed in the house. I'm trying to get them going from seed in the house. Okay, well, yes, I think you can get, they should, right? But at the same time, lavender is going to take a couple of years before you get like nice lavender out of it. I learned that the hard way. I bought like baby plants of lavender and I was like, I'm going to have like, you remember what Candace sent me on my birthday? It was like a bunch of pouches of lavender buds. I thought like, oh, I'll grow this tiny plant this summer and I'll have lots of lavender. And no, it takes like years. It's like an asparagus plant. You need it to like burp, 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 burp. Keep it going. It needs to grow. Hi, CJ. Anyway, Jay, I want a dye kitchen downstairs. Well, I almost said me too, but I'm glad I've got one because I am not the best at being safe around poison. Like, I don't poison myself or anything, but I'm not the best at being like, I'm 100% sure this is sterilized and safe to cook in, which is good because we don't cook in that downstairs kitchen. It's just for me to dye things in. It also means that I can leave weird concoctions all over the place, which I did. I re-contained all of my iron water solution and wood ash lye solution into jars because some of them had cracked over the winter. Don't know how, they just did. And so I put them all into different containers that are secure, and now I have like a cute little decorated kitchen down there. It is definitely a godsend, I must say. The Italian grandmother who inspired the build of this house, like, this house was never for two families. It was always a one family house. There's no way to split this house into like two apartments. It's an all open. There's no, like, the downstairs is only 3 steps away from where I'm at now, or 6 steps. The 3 steps to the front door and then 6 steps to the downstairs level. Because the basement isn't a full basement. It's like halfway underground, if you know what I mean. Like, it's got windows that are pretty big for a basement. But yeah, it was never a like a multiple family home. It was just like, oh geez, it was just like known as, I don't know, tomato kitchen, known as sauce kitchen. And I'm not being like jokey, like, it's like an Italian thing to have 2 kitchens. And my area, like Hamilton, the town that is the largest town in our, I don't know, in like, how big? 100 kilometers of space. It's like there's Niagara Falls. Niagara Falls isn't even a big town though. I guess St. Catharines would be a bigger town. It's like St. Catharines, Hamilton, Toronto. Those are like bigger towns in the area. And Hamilton is like very high in Italian people. There's a lot of Italian people there. So I'm not surprised that there are a lot of Italian inspired houses here. I got another wholesale order yesterday. It's just a small one for 50 skeins. I got 20 skeins and thought like, oh my god, look at how many of these. The sauce kitchen is the best kitchen in the house to be in though. Yeah, that's true. That's true. And it was made to get messy. Like, this kitchen it's just, even Australian Italians have 2 kitchens. That's funny. That makes me smile. That's, the sauce kitchen is what it is. We have some internet slowdowns. I might be a little choppy right now. Apologies if that's the case. Yeah, my internet's giving us a little bit of flack, so sorry. But also, hopefully it just sorts itself out. And hey Katina, good morning. Nice to have you this morning. And that's okay that you're late. Oversleeping is, sometimes you need it. And I don't know. Love your scrap sweater. Thanks, Maddie. That is what it is. It's made of scraps. Very cozy. Very comfy. It can be washed. It has been washed a million times and it just stays soft. I don't know what else I have to talk to you about. I feel like I've got plants. It's a sunshiny day. I'm going to do some filming, hopefully. You're fine here? Okay, good. I'm going to do some filming, hopefully. I'm also going to get some drawings converted and replying to some comments. And I have a couple of bills to pay today. I have them on my desk reminding me to pay them. So I'm going to pay bills, do background work for Last Minute Laura, and film. That's the hope. That's the plan. That's the goal for today for me. What is everybody else going to get doing today? Whisper is currently getting some work done on a sport weight example shawl. I saw the pink. The pink is a beautiful color. I saw your example shawl that you were working on there. It looks beautiful. So, well done. Oh, I also need to finish that triangle shawl pattern. Jeez Louise, it's like I lost interest in writing a pattern, and that's not okay. Like, I'm supposed to be a business here. Like, hold it together, Laura. So, rest back. Oh, get your back. I understand. That's what you're going to do today, is rest your back. I was like, not understanding. I'm trying to look around and see if there's anything else I could show you. Good morning. I love when my cat and dog both like to sit here. In my Discord is an updated picture. Let's have a look. Don't you just love Discord? So useful. You're fine. You don't need to growl. He's just trying to cuddle. It's okay. It's okay. Ooh, pretty. Yeah, I love those pinks. Is that the one that's English Rose? look, they say. Okay. And okay, hold on. You're fine. Everybody's fine. Chillax, everybody. Chill, chill, chill. Sorry, dog and cat here. Managing a dog and a cat and trying to click around here. There we go. Beautiful. Hi, Kim. Good morning. I hope that you're doing well. Oh, and don't forget to call your mom if there's a package. Right, Maddie? Yes, Maddie. I'm just going to write it down. You're fine. He's not even trying to do anything. He's just lying down with you, bud. He's just lying down with you. You guys are friends. Tracy, plant my gladiola bulbs and do the mulch in the flower beds and hoping they get the new water heater in today. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. No, that is not English rose. Which one is it then? What's it called? And Jack, I'm trying to make way with this sweater, knitting the sleeves, but doing them at the same time. Oh, like how? Are they both on the needles at the same time, or is it like, do you have two different needle sets going? I'll have my knitted cardigan finished by Sunday using Irish moss stitch for the first time ever. How does it look, Beth? I bet it's beautiful. Anything that has the word moss in it has to be beautiful, you know? Then crocheting after. Good job, that's awesome. I think I might do a little bit of crochet here in the evening outside with the chickens, because it's gonna be warm and sunny, and I think that'll be a nice way to close the day. This one is Amortentia. Amortentia. Ooh, love potion, right? Amor, and also Harry Potter, I'm guessing. Love potion. This raspberry tea is so nice. It's like tart, but it's hot, which is confusing. I like it. I wish I could point the camera lower so you guys could see how cute my animals are. I have a dog and a cat on my lap, and they're both cuddled. My sweater will be finished like on Friday. That's awesome. I finished my seaside cardigan. I love it. Awesome, Kim. Can you upload a photo in the Discord? Ooh, I was right. Awesome. That's good, Whisper. And I love knitted sweaters. Same. It looks really nice compared to regular moss stitch. I feel like I just want to search it real quick, because what did you say? It's knitted moss stitch? Oh, Irish moss. Ooh, that does sound pretty. Let me see. Pinterest, help a brother out here. Irish moss stitch. And then we're gonna have to see what Irish, wow, that's hard to say for me. Irish moss. Oh, I have a dream thing, I remember. Ooh, that is pretty. It looks like diagonal lines. Okay, and now I have to see what Irish moss looks like. Irish moss. Okay, so I've been having this repeated theme come up in my dream. Ooh, that is a pretty moss. Okay, I've been having this repeated theme come up in my dreams for the last, like, week or so. Yes, I'll upload a pic. Good. And it looks nice, but there have been so many wonderful crochet designers making amazing crochet sweaters. I have seen a couple that were worked top down that I'm interested in, like, that I see and I'm like, maybe I need a raglan top down sweater. Okay, so in this dream, or in this, it's just a theme, it's not a specific dream, it adds itself into other dreams. In this dream, my hearing consistently begins to dampen, and my lisp, my S's, S, even right now I'm having trouble with it, S. My S's are struggling even further, and it's like my lisp is increasing and my hearing is decreasing, and it keeps showing up in my dreams even worse than it is in real life. Like this lisp, it really gets my goat how my S's sound. They're like either sharp or just off. Like my tongue is in the wrong position, and I know it's in the wrong position, but I need to practice it in the right position, but I can't hear it the way it, for those of you that didn't know, I used to be deaf. When I was little, I went deaf at like 3 or 4 years old, and I didn't regain full hearing until I was like 8. So there was that, that developmental time when you're learning to speak properly, and I couldn't say the letters R or S or Z. Z and S are pretty similar in your mouth, but R it's hard to understand if you can't hear it, like where your tongue needs to go. And S's, for some reason, have still just consistently been something that has come up in my life, that I hear it not sound right, and it's been irritating me more this year than it has in the past. And I think there must be something going on with my hearing, because I'm noticing that I'm catching myself with a lisp more often, and I have to actively think when I pronounce the letter S in order to get it right. If I'm speaking too quickly, or if I'm not concentrating on words that have S's in them, I slip over the S in a not fun way for me to hear. And so it's showing up in my dreams now. Probably just your stress over it is manifesting itself in your dreams. That's probably true. I believe that. Either way, it's keeping it in the forefront of my mind. So what I've been doing, like a crazy person, when I'm like alone, like outside walking with the chickens, I'll just be saying like S, S, and trying to get my tongue in the right position until it's like a perfect S. And then I'll say like words with S in it until they're comfortable to say, but it's not. You mention it, and I'm thinking of something that really bothers or worries you, but just so you know, you sound fine. Well, thank you. It is something that has been bothering me, but it didn't used to really bother me. Like, I'm gonna say in the last, 3 months, that's how long I've probably, maybe 6 months, that I've been noticing it. And yeah, it has started to bother me, because I can hear something. Your lisp is the positioning of your tongue. Yes, it's definitely the positioning of my tongue. And I know my tongue, I know what it's doing that's wrong. It, like, when your tongue, you can do that? Well, my tongue is folding that way in my mouth when I say S. Instead of staying flat, like S, S, it's like, it's doing the wrong thing, and I know it's doing the wrong thing, but my natural inclination is to do the wrong thing, which is frustrating. So it's like I have to retrain my tongue to be flat when I'm saying S in order to get the sound that I don't feel self-conscious about, basically. So that's what's been coming up in my dreams. I have a lisp as well, Laura. I've had it all my life, and I used to get bullied for it in school. Lucky for me, Beth, I'm sorry that happened to you. I luckily didn't get bullied for it in school. I went to speech therapy when I was little, and I had to do like weird poem things on repeat just to get the S's proper, and Z was a very hard one for me, because I couldn't hear the difference between S and Z when other people said it, because your mouth, like I learned reading lips, and an S and a Z both look the same from reading lips. Time to see a speech therapist. It's true. I have to go back to the speech therapist and do some training again, basically. I just need to retrain my tongue because it is bothering me. And I'm imagining if my hearing is giving me any trouble that I'm not recognizing, it's not going to get better. Well, thank you. I appreciate that you've never noticed. And Frida, I'm glad you can't hear it, but at the same time, I can, and I can feel it. Could be clogged adenoids. I don't have adenoids, Kim. I don't have adenoids or tonsils. They removed those very early in my life. I don't have any stuff in my throat, just any of the things, the globby things that you've got, they've removed all of mine. I've had multiple surgeries on my throat and on my ears to try and fix it. I used to help kids learn to pronounce words correctly, and I always have had the littles with a lisp. And it's cute when you're little. It's not cute when I'm hearing it in myself, though. Anyway, yeah, you're right, Whisper. I should go see a speech therapist, and when I go to my next family doctor visit, I'll ask for a referral because I don't have a number for my speech therapist anymore because I was a little kid when I stopped. So that's something. My list bothers me. And, you know, I think what started to highlight the fact that it was there for me, do you guys know My Drunk Kitchen? Her name is Hannah Hart, and she's this hilarious human being, and she did this show called My Drunk Kitchen. And in the beginning of the show, she would basically just drink wine and cook things, but by the time she finished cooking, she would be drunk. It was just a fun little show. Thanks, Tracy. I appreciate that you've never noticed it, but I mean, I guess it's not really I'm self-conscious about other people hearing it, you know? I'm self-conscious that I hear it or that I feel it. It's like I can feel when I do it right. Like that's correct and that's incorrect. Like I know when it's wrong, but it's unnatural for me to do it right. So anyway, Hannah Hart from My Drunk Kitchen, in her oldest videos, she had a lisp. It wasn't like a lisps are variable. You know what I mean? They could be like sharp S's or like, you know how lisps can sound. Multiple lisps. She had one kind of lisp, and it was fine. Her voice was fine. It just seemed like it was part of her speech pattern. It didn't seem like an impediment. It didn't seem like it was something that was going wrong. And now, if you watch her videos now, it's gone. So she's done something. She has changed something. So, yeah. I think that maybe when I watched that video is when it highlighted for me that I can change it. Like, I know we can change it, but it's like another adult who had an adult lisp and got rid of it reminded me it's changeable. So, I don't know. I think, yeah, probably a good time to see a speech therapist. I think also the reason I notice more is because now I talk and I have to listen to myself talk when I edit videos. Do you know what I mean? So normally I would just speak and then it would be over. But now I speak and then I have to listen to myself speak again so I can catch it every time that it happens. I love speech therapists. They do amazing things. Taught me to talk again after my brain injury. That is wonderful. And they taught me to speak without a lisp. It's really not that noticeable, Laura. You pointed out, so that's when I noticed. If it does bother you, definitely go see a speech therapist, but it's really not something I noticed. I appreciate that. I appreciate that you guys tell me that it's not as big of a thing. Yeah, pretty much. I need to practice it properly, Kim. And I will, but I do want some clinical help, I think. I think I would like a doctor to give me the things that I need to do. I did find an online like speech therapist thing where it was like, it's like an online course where they give you, I guess, diagrams and videos to follow, which I think that could work for me because I don't think I need like the medical part of a speech therapist. I just want like the tools to use. So there are exercises you can do for a lateral lisp. Is that what it's called, what I have? A lateral lisp? It's just my big dumb tongue is doing the wrong thing. I have a big dumb tongue lisp. It's like sharp, like there's something too sharp about my, it's just wrong. Anywho, moving on. Basically, my dream is manifesting my anxiety. That's all. But at least it's happening in my dream and not in my daytime right now. Like, I'm not super anxious this week. Well, we're still going to watch your show with the lisp or without. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate that, too. Well, we'll see. Maybe you'll see in a year I will have a completely different tone to my S's. We shall see. You need to train your tongue to pull back. Yours goes forward. S, S, S. Yeah, it goes forward and up. Like, it's too high. It needs to be like low and fat, like wide. Mine is skinny and up. It's in the wrong spot. It's still making an S, which is why it's hard to untrain, because it's still making an S sound, but it's the incorrect sounding S. And it makes me like rage. It makes me rage a little. I got lunch dumplings delivered from Ola. And what is in your lunch dumplings? When you say delivered now, I just assume it's from Ola, because I imagine that you live on the edge of a forest, on the edge of a lake, in the middle of Sweden. Is there food delivery there? Like, I don't even live far from humans, and I don't have food delivery here, so I imagine you don't have food delivery out there. Lol. Uber Eats, driving some dumplings to Frida. It's like a 4-hour drive. The dumplings are cold. Kim, that cardi is gorgeous. Oh, right. In the Discord. In the Discord. Where is it? Live stream discussion? Oh my god, Kim, that's beautiful. Is that crochet or knit? That's beautiful. That's a lovely cardigan. That looks really nice. I love the ribbed sleeves that like fold. Beautiful. Mine does the same thing. Curls forward so I sound like a snake. Yeah! It's like a snake S. It's not like a human S. Exactly. Yeah. Pretty much. That's a good way to put it, actually, Katina. Try drinking from a straw. It's a little exercise for your tongue. Huh. Well, good. Will do. I will add it to my... I have to get those metal ones, though. I don't want to kill any more sea turtles with my straw consumption. Hi. Vegan veggie dumplings from Ola. It's from Ola. No one delivers out here. Okay, fair. Kim, anyways, I'm not trying to change the subject, but I bought some seeds. The plant for butterflies and hummingbirds and bees to pollinate. That's awesome. I have some of those as well, Kim, and it's time. It's time to plant them. What's it called? The frost is over. I just need to finish, lol, so you hiss. I whistle on the S sometimes. That's cool. Yeah, I hiss, you whistle. And then if we can get somebody who has perfect S's, we'll have like a nice trio. Hey, CJ. Sorry, my kitty is so cute. It's crocheted. Wow, it's beautiful. It looks like fine work. Like, I don't know, mine are all like chunky like this. Vegan veggie dumplings. Sounds good to me. That's great, Kim. I've been growing plants especially for pollinators. I have my seed packets as well, Kim, and I haven't planted them yet, but I have been weeding out the garden for the wildflowers. That's what mine is. It's a wildflower mix for pollinators. Sorry, CJ has a little something in his tail, and I'm picking at it with my hand, but I just want to get it out of there. There. Sorry, buddy, I know. He's like, what are you doing? Don't touch my tail. There we go. It's time to plant poppies here. Mine has poppies in it. It has poppies. It's a mix of annuals and perennials for, what did it say? For a full season of blooms. I snort when laughing. Does that count? Certainly. Hello, Karen. We did yesterday. I don't know if you watched yesterday's live stream. We did Google Translate for our names, so now I know it's Karen. I do extra bee-friendly flowers in my garden too. That's awesome. I'm planting today. I'm a little late. No, you're not. It's the 20th. May 2-4 weekend, which just happened. You're fine. You're on time. May 2-4 weekend is when we do it here in the old Canada. And plus, you're slightly up north, aren't you? You're in the Kingston region, so you've probably even got more time. You could probably do it this weekend without being late. It just says you do it after the danger of frost has passed, which it just passed. You're on time. Well, then I might plant. Not today. I have other things I have to do today, but maybe tomorrow. Maybe tomorrow I'll plant. I used a 3-weight yarn for the cardigan. Oh, okay, so it is a little bit finer work. Like not finer, like obviously the work, it's a fine cardigan. I mean like finer, like little stitches. But welcome, Karen. Nice to have you back. And it's time to plant poppies. I'm going to be planting my mix, which has black-eyed Susans and poppies, and that's the only things I recognized. I saw lupine on the picture, but as we know, I'm not especially adept at growing that. Read Midnight Poppyland, and it's a great comic on Webtoon. Ooh, I don't know what it is, but cool. Frida, you're funny, you always count. Of course, of course. She meant in the lisp world. Does anyone else have a fun speech pattern abnormality or idiosyncrasy, I guess? With all the Karen memes now, I'm like, my name's not the same. Actually, Karen, you should just be like, I don't know how you could even make that. No, your name, when you read it in English, your brain would just say Karen. Karen. I don't know, maybe if you had an H, Khar, you would say Karen, but anyway, Karen, we know you're not a Karen, don't worry. We actually had a conversation about Karens earlier that made me laugh with all the internet discussions about the Karens in the world right now. We're still having frosts in your part of Nova Scotia, so not planting annuals yet. Geez, Nancy, that would be nice if they could stop. I'm over the frost. I'm over the cold. It's done here. It's over. You can come visit here. It's warm enough. The frost is gone. We're not going anywhere below 9 degrees now. We have words with the combo SP and PS, and I have issues saying the SP-PS sounds. I have issues SL, like slip, because the slip, yeah, it's just hard for me. SL. Karen, yeah, do that. Put the dots on it, and then people will still mispronounce it. But at least then you'll be like, no, it's really not that. Look, there's dots. And yeah, that'll work. I'm not planting seeds yet either. I have them growing inside. I'm just gonna scatter them outside because mine said that you can just scatter them outside, and for me that sounds easier. I'm just gonna do it when it's like 2 days before a rain. Hi, you just getting more comfortable? He's just cuddling with me. Chill. Ugh. There. Oh, such a old man. Yeah. This cat is so cuddly. So, this afternoon for the live, do you guys want to do drawing again? Because I'm 150% down to do drawing again. If you don't want to see me draw, though, I can do something else, depending on what you guys want to see. So, I could draw your pets, I could draw other stuff, I could sew something. Laura, you should host a Zoom someday and we can all see each other and chat. That sounds like a really nice idea, Kim. I like that idea. We did do that on Discord, but it wasn't everybody because Discord isn't the same. But yeah, a Zoom call sounds good. We could do that. That would be fun. We could do like a Zoom, I don't know. I was gonna say like a crochet along, but I don't know that I want to do an instructional Zoom. Just like a fun chat Zoom would be fun. Candace, yes! I agree. I think that'll be fun. Cool. I like it. Also, what's everybody going to be? What was the question I had? I had a question and it just left my mind. What? Nope, it's gone. I don't know what I was going to ask you guys. So, I'm down, Kim. Awesome. Kim, Candace, and Scrappy all down. And I'm sure Whisper, you'll be down too, right? And Frida, you've been in them before. Zoom is better for conferencing. And you can have so many people in a Zoom. I didn't realize you can have like a lot of people. I saw Lion Brand's like Zoom call, and there was like, it looked like hundreds of people, like a lot of little windows. Yes, do drawing. You think so? Okie dokie. I just planted my favorite, Echinacea purpurea, in a little indoor greenhouse. Aw. Oh, Echinacea is another one of the ones in my seed mix. I never realized that you have been on Zoom every day for work. Fun. What are we working on? Not a whole heck of a lot. Karen, I got chickens, so I've been enjoying that. And I don't know, if I can, sure. Okay, well, if you're available, then you can join. AJ, you too, you can join as well. Of course, everybody can come. Shoot. Okay, so I'll do drawing today. What am I up to? Not a heck of a lot. Trying to get this triangle shawl finished, dress sewn. drawings converted to PDFs, get back into filming, like for edited content, and garden, weed my grandpa's garden, go to my parents' house to pick up mail. What was anything else? Plant things, vacuum carpet. I have like a random list of domestic tasks. I would join on Zoom. Cool, awesome. Well, I will. Let me sit on it for a few minutes or for a few days. Let me like look at how I can make a cool thing out of it. I want it to be something cool if we do that. We got some national holidays coming, so we might be home a little here and there. That's nice. Oh right, echinacea. Yeah, there's echinacea in my garden, in my seed packets, because it's good for bees and butterflies. Exactly. It's a purple coneflower. I just know it as echinacea or purple coneflower. I didn't know it has purpurea or purpurea. Anyway, that. Nancy, it's called sun hat in Swedish. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. Why do we have purple coneflower? Lame. That's so lame. Sun hat is so much cuter. I wish I could have chickens. Come visit mine, Kim. Monday's a holiday in the US. We had a holiday this past Monday. You need to pay for large Zoom calls. No? I don't know. Nobody needs to see this. Oh, natural. Oh my god, I'll have to do my makeup to do a Zoom. I'll have to, I don't have to do anything. You guys see me all the time. Good or bad. You cannot look worse than me. You guys look beautiful. All of you are beautiful. It doesn't matter. We like each other as people, so you could come with a bag on your head. It doesn't matter. We like each other as we are, right? Frida, that's interesting. The flowers do look like sun hats. They are cute little fleurs. I wish we had cuter names. Do you know the alocasia tree? I don't know an alocasia tree. I know alocasia plants. Like I have an alocasia. I have 2 alocasias here. One's in the kitchen and one you can't tell it's an alocasia because it's not living easily. What does it look like, Madeline? Nancy, they kind of do. I love the seed pods in winter too. I'm trying to think what the seed pods look like in winter. Oh, just dried out cone, like a brown cone with no hat. Oh, no brim of the hat anymore. Are you snoring? Yes, you are. Madeline, I love your name. Aw, that's sweet. It is a beautiful name. Madeline. And she's in Bali. Wouldn't that be nice? Let's all go to Bali and visit Maddie. It's probably beautiful there. It looks beautiful. I don't give any of them anymore. Totally. You could see me when I first wake up. I don't mind. This live stream has definitely helped me with that. Especially when we were doing it back at 7 in the morning, because I would wake up and like roll onto camera. Like I did not have any time to get ready, so I got pretty comfortable with you guys seeing all of my pores, my flaws. But now I'm kind of at this point where I'm just like, you guys already know what I look like. Can't do anything. Birds love to eat the seeds in the winter. Aw. Frida, I gave up on makeup 15 years ago. I mean, good for you, because it's kind of a waste of money, but also it's fun to draw on your eyebrows. Look at my eyebrows. They look like they're real, but they're not. It's all a farce. This is just fake. Lots of Aussies go to Bali. Is it close? Again, not a cartographer, don't know where anything is. I know that Canada is above the States. And I know some locations of some European countries. I was tore up looking when Whisper Candace were on cam in Discord. No, I don't believe you're tore up looking. I wear makeup once in a while. Kim, you're beautiful. You're a beautiful human being. All of the pictures you post of yourself, I think you look beautiful. Oh, bye, Beth. Have a nice day. Gotta go. Have a good day. Enjoy the rest of your day. Bye. I'm sorry, my cat is just the cutest right now. Look how look, he's like hugging my arm. Wow. Lucky to be a cat mom today. I love to watch people do it for fun, but I can't bother, and I have glasses, no one sees my eyebrows. I like watching people do it too, especially when it's like a crazy makeup look I would never wear anymore. Like they put on so many layers now. Like I used to put on like moisturizer, SPF, primer, concealer, foundation, powder. Like that's just on my face. That's just the base to make my skin all even. Like no, I can't be bothered anymore. So now it's just like eyebrows. Sometimes Facebook memories are awesome. Sometimes when you see crazy photos of yourself from the past being like, "Oh, Laura, you really used to Sharpie on those eyebrows. Like now, these look almost like natural eyebrows. Ooh, look at that. Ooh, does that girl grow her own eyebrows?" And yet, like 3 years ago, if you saw my eyebrows, it looked like I took a Sharpie. Not cute. Not cute anymore. My eyebrows haven't been waxed since March 23rd. They're huge right now. You know, brush them up with some gel and you'll be super fancy. You'll be a fancy Instagram model. Me too. I watch so many hair and makeup tutorials but never do any of it, right? I know. I love watching, most are filtered. Still beautiful, Kim. I love watching makeup tutorials where it's like night out, smoky eye look, and I don't go out. I don't need it. When I try to do a smoky eye look, it looks crazy. It looks crazy. It does not make sense. So it's for fun if I ever do makeup now. I've tried to do a smoky eye on myself to make it look like sultry. I don't have that. I don't have that look. Can't do it. I can't smize. I can't look at a camera like and look, you know, cool, like how the cool people do. I've lived in Bali my whole life. Wow. March 13th. March 13th. What did I miss? Oh, since March. Oh my gosh, that's a while. Me, moisturizer, foundation, eye makeup, mascara, lip gloss, finishing powder, done. Now for me, it's blush, or moisturizer, blush, highlight, bless you, moisturizer, blush, highlight, eyebrows, mascara. That picture made me melt. Oh, I want to see now. No, girl, they're huge. They don't need anything but a grooming. I'm really going to bed. Okay, Jay, have a good rest of your night and sleep well. I hope you have a good night. Look how cute my cat is, licking his little feet. Is that not the cutest when cat? Oh, look at his little. Oh God, I can't handle how cute it is when cats do that. Frida, it looks great. Karen, I have my hair in a messy bun on top of my head. You don't need a style for that. Purple hair though helps. I'm glad I did that. Totally, it makes it look like you did it, right? I feel like whenever I have my hair dyed pink, it's like I can go out and be like, maybe it's the style I was aiming for. You don't know. My hair is dyed. You can't even tell if it's greasy. Which today, it very is. Oh, also, I saw on Twitter today, Johnson & Johnson is going to stop selling talc baby powder in Canada and the United States. Didn't know that. My makeup routine, sunscreen, lip gloss. Very good. You know, safe, good to go. I never remember to put anything on my lips that is helpful. So my lips are always like chapped. Good morning, Manon. Nice to see you this morning. I wear RMS makeup, the best makeup for your skin, and it's vegan. Very good, very good. And you have the nice sunscreen as well. That's if and only if I have the patience to do all of that. Most of the time, it's just mascara, eye pencil, lip gloss, and I'm done. You guys said lip gloss. I feel like I can't wear lip gloss because it is sticky. Like, I can use one of those, like, Tyra Banks, exactly. I can use one of those, like, oil-based lip glosses where it just feels like you're wearing oil on your lips. But the ones that are, like, sticky, I can't handle it. I can't handle, like, lipsticks that aren't matte. I only wear matte lipstick and chapstick. I can't handle it. That's me a lot of the time, Nancy. You guys, protect your skin, wear the sunscreen. I'm gonna start saying it now, Scrappy, because I'm gonna do it. I have a slight Burt's Bees lip balm addiction. Frida, I forgot to say, I might have said it. I saw at our pharmacy the cherry. Cherry, it was the one you wanted, right? Cherry. I saw it, so if you do want it, I can pick it up for you. And smizing, for those of you that don't know, is when you smile but only with your eyes. And it's like, so, except you don't smile with your mouth, so it's like, I don't know how to do it. I can't do it. I can only smile with my whole face. I don't know how to smile with only parts of my face. I can smile with just my mouth, but it looks creepy. I want to put purple in my hair, but just streaks. Ooh, imagine that, like in the front, like a purple, you know, like Rogue from X-Men, how she's got that white streak in the front, except do that in purple. Ooh, or the girl from What Not to Wear. Why aren't they selling baby powder? They're not selling talc baby powder anymore. Probably because talc is poison, and now we know. I don't know. I can't imagine any other reason. Like they stopped selling stuff because it's not good for you, right? Or maybe talc is a non-renewable resource that is starting to deplete. Who knows? I didn't finish reading. I just read the headline and then I was like, I have to get ready. But I'll check it and I'll let you know in the afternoon. But they're canceling talc baby powder in Canada and the States, Johnson & Johnson. Wear sunscreen every day, rain or sun or rain. Girl. I need to get some spray sunscreen that doesn't smell like sunscreen, that dries instantly, and isn't shiny. And is SPF 60 or 100. So if you could just get on that world. I think I just have to go to Sephora, or we don't have Ulta here, but Sephora or the drugstore where we have the makeup area that has like the good stuff. I always look for the cherry one for you, Frida, but it's always sold out. It wasn't. I didn't buy it last time, but we have it here for sure. It has proven to cause really, Tracy? That's the talc powder. Well, great, because that used to be what I used in my greasy hair to make my hair not greasy. Good to know. No more talc powder. I'm done blocking my sleeves, just gotta wait. Awesome, Maddie. And you're in Bali, so it's probably you gotta wait half an hour and it'll be dry because it's beautiful and warm there. For body or face? For body. For face, I'm fine. I mean for face. For body, I'm fine. For body, I can use anything except Nivea and Neutrogena. I can't use anything by Nivea or Neutrogena on my skin. But other than that, I'm fine for body sunscreen. It's always my face that I hate putting sunscreen on my face. I just don't like how it feels. I don't like how it smells. I don't like how, you know. It's been all over TV. Oh, I don't have TV. I have internet only. Netflix and the internet. We've never had a TV. I mean, I did growing up, but it was like in our family room. Like we didn't have, anyway, Alex and I have never got TV, so I only saw it on Twitter. I gave you the name. Yes, I have that one bookmarked in my phone, in my computer, not in my phone. So yes, it's the only one I can actually use that actually protects my face from the sun. I did see it and I have it bookmarked in my computer. The one thing that I don't hate, other than everything, is Clinique. I don't hate that. So I think I'm gonna look at that one. Is it only available online, Scrappy, or is it at like Sephora, Ulta, that sort of stuff? Because it's like skincare, so it or is it like the Bay maybe, or Sears in the States, or Macy's? What other stores do you have that are like big box stores that have those perfume counters? Oh, I have a sneeze coming. Jeez Louise. I hate being in the sun. I never get sunburned. Like, I like when it's sunny. I'm just not in it. Fair. I like when it's overcast because I like being out and about. I can be out in 100-degree sun and not get a bit of color, and it's a light moisturizer feeling. Okay. Well, what's the smell like, Scrappy? Does it have that SPF smell? Because I'm a sensitive daisy, and I don't like that smell. Wish my cats could be calm like CJ. Maybe someday they will. I mean, CJ's almost 16 years old now. So, like, he's, like, old. So, he might just be calm because he's an old cat. And he's only calm sometimes. I get mine at my esthetician. Okay, well, that gives me an idea of where I could get it. I could go to, well, maybe at Sally Beauty Supply, they would have information about where to get it, because estheticians often work there. I don't like that smell either. Me neither. Me too. I don't like it. It burns my eyes and makes me unhappy. And I hate when I sweat and it gets in my eyes. I'm a delicate flower I'm like a wilting violet. Ew, no. We don't have TV either. I have Netflix and Prime plus Tubi is free. Heck yeah! The YouTubes, people, you can get like full-length documentaries on here. Same, it's natural. I will take a pic of the ingredients. Cool. Ew, no. Scrappy, I'm so glad that I've heard your voice now, because now when I read the things, it's like, ew, no. Like, I can hear it. Like, no. Same with you, Lori. I'm so glad that I heard your voice. I love your voice. Lori, I want you to narrate like a couple of my dreams. I love your voice. It smells like vacation. Yeah, or like coconut, like why, or like chemically, like, or like chlorine. It reminds me of beaches. Like, it's good, but it's not what I want. I'm fine with wearing that kind of sunscreen on vacation, you know, but not in my day-to-day life. Have you watched Leverage on Tubi? Great show. We're addicted. Watching it for the second time. Leverage. I use Palmer's coconut oils and face cream. A sunscreen? Well, we have one. It's connected to the Xbox. Yeah, exactly. No TV here either. I'm glad that that's not a weird thing. that I don't have one. I remember when I used to say that to people, they'd be like, "You don't have TV? How do you watch sports?" And I'm like, I don't watch sports. Sandy, oh Sandy, good morning. I didn't even say hi to you. Good morning, nice to see you. And I have one, oh got that, and then Art of Skincare. Okay, hold on, CJ. I have to click a link. I'm sorry, old man. As if he didn't even lift his head. I love this cat so much now. He used to be such a dick, you guys. You don't understand. This cat used to be so mean to everybody, and he would never let you hold him, ever. CJ would never let you hold him. And if he let you hold him, it would be for 5 seconds, and then he'd jump away. Look at this. Look, his tail is curled around my arm. That's him. He's like, look at his little face. Oh, God, I love him. My family is still baffled by the no TV status. I don't watch sports, and I can get the news online, like the news channels. So like, you know, when you block your crochet sleeves, do you block your sleeves on top of each other? I did that once, but it took so long to dry, Maddie. When I did it here, because I couldn't find all of my blocking mats because I'm messy. And I did that. I blocked my sleeves on top of each other, and it did make them the same size. That was the benefit. They were exactly the same size. But the downside was it took, like, honestly, almost a week for the sleeves to dry. So I block them next to each other. What I usually do now, though, is I'll block them, like, touching. Like, the edges will be touching. Oh, this is the correct link. Thank you, because I clicked that other link. By the way, how's Alex feeling today? Alex?
Yeah?
How you feeling today?
Great.
Great. He doesn't have a fever and he's not making as much sniffly noises. Did you take pills for your sniffles?
Sorry?
Did you take pills for your sniffles?
Yes.
There we go. Not today though? Oh. Well, he sounds better. I remember watching him chase and bite Alex back in Toronto, right? Even in Toronto, he was still crazy. I mean, he's still crazy. He still bites Alex and chases him. He did that last night. But I mean, he's like this more often now, and he lets me hold him whenever I want to because he's my baby. And if he knows I'm just sort of moving him around, he'll just like put up with it. Oh, God, I love it. I never used to really care for cats, if you guys remember. But like, when they're nice like this, like look at his little face. You slept all night, CJ. He slept all night with us, and yet so tired. He had his breakfast this morning, and then now look, oh, he's so sleepy. God, I love it. Can't handle the love. Knit neck warmer because it looks Knit that neck warmer because it looks gorgeous. This one that I'm wearing? It is knit, or I don't know, I don't know. Knit that neck warmer. I did knit this neck warmer. It's just a rectangle, and CJ is spoiled. Yes, he is, Dina. But look, he deserves it. Look how nice he is when he's nice. And Kim, what did Kim say? No, I'll check it out. Sandy, hold on. We have a TV, but it's never on during the day. Ever. Very good. And we have one connected to the Xbox. But anywho, the neck warmer I have on right now is just a rectangle that I knitted when I was trying to learn to knit. I didn't even weave the ends in, do you see? There's an end. But it's just whatever the first, what is that stitch called? The basic one where you just do a knit stitch over and over. That. Hey guys, it's 9:40. It's time for Laura to go. I'm gonna go. I don't know why I'm shaking you like you're a human baby. I'm gonna go. CJ, that is. And yes, he is spoiled. Did you know that neck warmer? Did you knit it? Yes, I did knit it. It's just a rectangle. And I switched colors every bit between these three colors, blue and cream. And it's just a rectangle because I was practicing how to knit, and then I just sewed it together at the end, and now it's like a tube garter stitch. Perfect. Exactly. Okay, I'm gonna go now though, guys. I'm going to go, and I'm gonna go outside and play with my chickens for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna give I'm gonna give my mom a call while I'm out there, see if that mail came, Maddie. And then I'll be back at 4 p.m. and we'll do some more drawing today. So again, send me your pictures in the draw this Laura, or draw my pet, or whatever the Discord thing is called. Join our Discord if you're new. Don't forget to like the video before you leave, please. Drink water, absolutely. Drink water, wash your hands, and be nice to the people that you're quarantined with, because you're probably still gonna be fairly isolated for a little while. You knitted? I've missed out on so much. No, this is a long time ago, Karen. I knitted this a long time ago when I was trying to learn to knit. I have not knitted anything in a very long time because blech, it takes so much time, and it's beautiful and so squishy and soft, but it takes an awful long time. And I'm a very impatient person. Don't know if you knew that. Okay, love you guys. Be nice, and I'll see you at 4 p.m. Eastern time for some arts and crafts time. Don't forget to like the video, leave a comment if you're feeling sassy, and subscribe if you're new. Okay, bye!